No one quite knows where it got its name, but from the earliest times, the Rio Grande was destined to become a great river in the history of North America. Along its banks, two great nations, the United States and Mexico, would one day fight for possession of a major portion of the American continent. In 1821, the United States occupied the lands east of the Sabine River. The lands west of the Sabine belonged to Mexico. Between the Sabine and the Rio Grande rivers lay the wilderness of Texas. Mexico had just won her independence from Spain and was eager to develop this vast frontier. The few Mexican settlers that did live in Texas were content with their easy pace of life. They were slow to develop the land. To stimulate settlement, the Mexican government opened Texas in 1821 to colonization by Americans. Some came from the east and Midwest, but more came from the Old South, seeking new cotton lands. This was the continuation of an American tidal wave that had swept westward from the Atlantic and was destined to engulf the continent. These were hard-bitten frontiersmen, looking, as Americans always were, for better land to farm and fresh opportunities for expansion. Planters came to Texas bringing their slaves from the worn-out lands of the Old South, searching for profits to be made growing cotton on the rich soil of the Southwest. With the coming of the Americans into Mexican Texas, two great but differing ways of life were to test whether or not they could live side by side on the same portion of the American continent.